khamenei ceremony doesn't look that religious anymore. It looks like a state funeral. As I said, very choreographed. And to me, it reminds me of the funerals we've seen from the Soviet Union. Like the funeral of Khomeini, which was messy, which was out of control, this one was nicely choreographed in a way that the government had control on every second of it.
Sorry, you're talking
And
about
with all,
Khomeini in '89.
correct.
That was that. I mean, I wasn't there, obviously, but just seeing the images of it seemed a lot more visceral. If you will, real. Than this. Would you agree?
Absolutely. That was very, very chaotic and passionate, and it represented the fervor of the revolution. It was very passionate and it was out of control. The body of Khomeini was taken by the mourners, and the shroud around it was taken. So the Khomeini's body was naked, almost fully naked in the hands of mourners. And at the end, the security forces had to come with a helicopter and shoot in the air to take back the body. So that, I would say, that represented Iran's theocracy and a revolutionary state at that time. It was a very religious ceremony and a very revolutionary ceremony. I would say, in contrast, Khamenei's ceremony doesn't look that religious anymore. It looks like a state funeral. As I said, very choreographed. And to me, it reminds me of the funerals we've seen from the Soviet Union, that they try to project an institutional power, that we see vast banners and the way they put the coffin up there and the way dignitaries come to pay respect. Everything is meticulously measured in a way to project power. And I think, answering your question, what is the usage of this ceremony? I think that's it, that the projection of power. That's what they seek to show, that they want to show that even after the war, the state is still strong. The state is still fully in control of the situation. I think that's the narrative they were trying to show by this funeral.